Negative thinking is against my basic nature. I feel I am being untrue to myself when I have negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are quickly banished from my mind. I notice negative thoughts very quickly. I am able to redirect my focus to positive thoughts before negative thoughts can take hold. I am an expert at thinking positive thoughts and avoiding negative thoughts. I know that I have the power to focus my attention and my thoughts as I see fit. Good thoughts lead to good outcomes. Good thoughts result in a good mood. There are so many benefits to positive and nourishing thoughts that the idea of a negative thought is repulsive to me. I believe in myself and my thoughts. I believe in myself and my thoughts represent that attitude. I am supportive of myself. I engage in positive self-talk. I focus on solutions rather than challenges. I notice my strengths more than my weaknesses. I think thoughts that support my life and goals. Today, I release my negative thoughts and only allow positive thoughts to exist in my mind. As a result, I feel happy and expect good things to happen, and they do. Self-reflection questions. What impact does negative thinking have on my life? What are the most common negative thoughts that I have? Impact that negative thinking has on my life. It limits me from elevating. Because it stops me from taking a step that I know I can take. It limits me from elevating by fear, causing me to stop, causing me not to do what I know I can or want to. I gotta write Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. How would I rate my self-talk? How would my life change if I only engage in positive self-talk? I'm gonna rate my self-talk a 8 out of 10. Just because there's always room for improvement, and my life would change if I only engaged in positive self-talk, because you do what you speak what you do. You do what you speak and you speak what you do. I say my actions will follow my words. I forgot my highlighters in the car, but that's okay. And number 3, if my expectations for my life were positive, would that change my life or my behavior? If so, how? So if my expectations for my life were positive, would that change my life or my behavior? If my expectations were positive. Yes. Because your expectations and your beliefs go together. Your beliefs follow your expectations, and you do what you believe in. You stand for what you believe in. I'm gonna say yes, I would stand for what I believe in. I would stand for what I believe in. So, period. Okay. That was, my mind is filled with positive and nourishing thoughts. My mind is filled with positive and nourishing thoughts. Now, focus on the positive. Name 3 good things that happened today. Okay, I completed my morning routine. I woke up in a new state. Well, I woke up today. And God gave me a revelation today. I'm going to say God fed my mind today. My mind, heart, and spirit today. Name 3 good things about your life. I am a princess. I'll write that down. I am a princess. That's first things first. That's the best thing about my life. Secondly, I am always growing. And number 3, a good thing about my life. All things work together for my good. All things work together for my good. Okay. So name 3 good things about your family. Okay. I'm going to say 3 good things about my family. We have loving hearts. I'm going to say they. My family has loving hearts. What else? Three good things about my family. They do the best they can. This is a test. This is a test. 3 good things about my family. God, can you help show me 3 good things about my family? And please forgive me for not already seeing it. It's gotta be some more good stuff about my family. What's so good about my family? Okay, see, now I'm trying to go over Let me go over their daily routine in my mind of what I see them do. Let me go over what I see them do when I'm with them. Let me go over how they talk to me. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna say they do the best they can. That's good. I can't cap. And I know that my family has loving hearts. Oftentimes, love has put my family in a jacked up predicament because my family needs to be retrained on what love actually is. And you know, like, love is not just sacrifice, but love is a want. Like, you know, you're choosing, how do I put it? You want love, so you're treating people the way you're treating them because you want love out of them. No, you treat people the way that you treat them because you love them, not because you want to squeeze love out of them. And so, doing it like that, like I said, I put our family in a jacked up predicament. And they do the best that they can. And though we used to say that we are all we got, it turns out that it's easier to say that than it is to do that. So I know that their intentions may be, you know, as pure as it is. My family's intentions need to be purified a little bit more. That's, you know, that's just real. When somebody is doing the best that they can, sometimes the best that they can is not waking up every day to actually take care of the business of the family or the business of the household. You know, sometimes waking up, y'all, don't make me get too deep. Don't make me get too deep. But I'm struggling right now to find 3 good things of my family, you know, because I come from a broken and a hurt family. And I guess the third thing I would put is they still trying to make it through. My family still, despite everything that, even though all of these what I said and more could be true, my family hasn't given up yet. It doesn't matter what it looks like now. It don't matter if we separated. People have to go off and try to find their way so that we can come back together. And one good thing that I can say that God has done for my family is I know that God is bringing my family back together. I know that God is strengthening the minds and the hearts of each of us individually so that we can come back together and be a family. So the third thing I'll put is that we are fighters, just in our own way, and we don't give up. We don't quit, and we don't give up, despite what it looked like. Okay, so that's that. So name 3 good things about your home. I can do the 3 things about my body, because my body is a home for the Holy Spirit. Or I can do 3 good things about my van that I live in. So I'll start with myself, because my body is a home for my spirit, for my brain, for my heart. So 3 good things about your home is that it's purified. I'm gonna say that my intentions are pure. My mind, my heart, my body is pure. What else? 2, healthy. And 3, I'm gonna say active. And then 3 good things about my van is 1, I'm thankful for it. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing about it or I need to go deeper than that, but if I go deeper than I'm thankful for, I'm gonna say it's stable. And paid off. I'm gonna say that, paid off. I gotta write my home.
We're gonna get some water. Do you want to get a drink?
My home is paid off. Gotta write like that. Another good thing about my home is it's reliable. And a third good thing about my home is shelter. And it has what I need. It has everything I need. So right after actively writing this out, my home is reliable, my home is a great shelter and has everything I need. That's feeding my world, that my home has everything I need. I like that. So name 3 good things about your work, school, or job hunt. One is my greatest passion. It's my greatest joy and passion. 2, I am serving others in the community. And 3, I am an expert. So I love the fact that I can say that I am an expert, because I'm an expert in the way that God allows and created for me to be the expert in. That my expertise doesn't have to just come from a worldly certification, but it comes from me actively waking up every day doing the work, me actively doing the work every day before I go to sleep, and knowing that what I do every day is something that I can't go days and weeks, and I can't go without doing what I do every day. I do what I do every day for fun. That is the best joy that I have about my work, school / job hunt, is that I do this for fun. So whether I'm getting paid or not getting paid is great, because I'm gonna do it. So making money doing what you really love and enjoy and can't go to bed without doing and can't wake up and not do, that's the one for me. So now we're gonna list some habits that support you. So because your life is filled with habits, why not ensure those habits are leading you to the life you truly want? As you practice positive habits, you'll live the life you dreamed of. Why are habits important? Habits are important. Let me write first. So habits are important because they build your life and the world around you. Enough said. How can positive habits help you create the life you desire? So positive habits can help you to create the life you desire, because the more you feed that lifestyle, the more that it grows. That's what I wrote. The next question says, what negative habits would you like to change? Y'all trying to be in my business or what? So negative habits that I would like to change. Let me write it first. Okay, I wrote, get up when I know it's time to get up, move and take steps when I know that it's time to. And it's like, there's certain times when you really feel the desire to do something that you know is going to add and build to the life that you're trying to get to, and you let that moment pass you by, and tomorrow it turns into something that you could have did yesterday that you didn't do, and then the next day come and the next day come, and then days and weeks and months and even years sometimes go by without you taking that step that you knew that you could have took, and you had the desire, you had everything right there. The only thing that wasn't aligned is your will, your free will. You didn't do it. So letting moments pass me by when I know I could jump in that moment, and I just don't take the opportunity. So that's a negative habit that I would like to change about myself, that I know I could do more, be more, but I just get in my own way and I don't. So there it is, I said it. So now we're going to circle the negative habit that you would most like to change. Take an honest look within yourself. What benefits does this negative habit bring you? The opposite of what I said, not letting moments pass me by. So circle the negative habit. Let's see. I'm going to say that the benefits is moments. Hold on, let me write it, y'all. Okay, now I can get deep with you. So the benefit that this will bring me is moments don't pass me by. I make the most and the best of every moment that I am allowed to live. And by me making the most and the best of every moment, hello, that said it right there. Like, I'm gonna have the best and the most moments that I could ever have for my life and in my life. So instead of doing that negative habit, what positive habits would you prefer to do instead? I'm gonna say get in there. I'm gonna say get in that life and live it. So get in that life and live it. Yesterday, I was trying to go and talk to somebody because I wanted to introduce my business to them. And I had chickened out and I had got nervous, and I was like, dang, I should have just did it anyway. I looked at every opportunity. Like, yes, okay, I read the room and the room told me no. But I looked at every opportunity for the answer to be no. And instead of doing it like that, I'm going to ask anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to look for every opportunity for the answer to be yes, even if it looked like the answer is a no. You're just going to have to tell me no. You're just gonna have to say no, and I'm gonna have to say okay after that. So the next question, it says, where will you perform the next behavior? Pick a consistent place to help remind you to perform the new habit. So I'm gonna be honest, what I am getting ready to do, this is in alignment to this. I'm getting ready to, I'm already here. First of all, I'm already doing it. This step one. Step two is, y'all see there are people kind of like passing by and etc. I'm getting ready to hit the streets, and I have a wagon that I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to introduce my mental health workbooks, because I feel it's a very well-needed thing for our community. And so I'm going to introduce my workbooks, and I'm going to see if there's anyone who needs a workbook today, and I am going to do that. So that is a new behavior that I am going to do. I'm going to have to set aside every fear, every doubt, everything inside of me that's telling me that I can't, and just get in there and do it. And so it says to pick a consistent place to help remind you. We're going to get to that, okay? We're going to start with where we at. I will hit the streets. That's my answer. In the streets. So, what context clues will you use to help trigger the new behavior? I just told y'all. I don't even know how to write that answer down, but okay, for every no, that's a yes. So for every no, there is a yes. Like I said, I read the room, and the room told me no. But I would have to get the no from the person, or from, the thing, not just from my own sight. You know, we walk by faith and not by sight for a reason. So what other things can you do to set it up so you'll complete the new positive behavior when you want? Stay consistent. There is no the other, y'all, if I'm not hitting the streets, I'm online. If I'm not online, I'm in the streets. Like, I'm in the world, I'm doing my thing, what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just put online and in person. Cause I'm me. When you see me, you know it's me. You see me in the street, you know it's me. You see me pop up, pull up on your screen, and you know it's me. Okay. New research shows that it takes 66 times in a row to install a new habit. Develop a system to help ensure that you can do your new behavior at least 66 times in a row. So, for me, this is my system. Sitting down, writing it out. Sitting down, looking, I gotta look at the words. I gotta be able to see it and visualize it, whether it's me writing it down myself. You know, some people, they have to wait until they see it in their outer world. I gotta at least know that these words put together can make a sentence. So a system that can help me to ensure that I can do my new behavior at least 66 times in a row. Recording helps me a lot. Because like writing, recording, like I said, me just actively looking at it, I can read the same thing over. I can read the same thing 66 times in a row and know what I read and know what I see from doing it. I can make one video and watch my video 66 times in a row and know that if I seen me do it, if I seen it happen before, and I can read God's word, I can get in my relationship with God for me to know that if I seen God do it, and if God did it before, he can do it again. Y'all, come on with it now. So a new system. I don't even know how to write. How do I write all of that? Let's just say journal and stay consistent. That may could be a better way to put it, but I'm gonna put it there for now. Okay, I'm gonna do me that for now. So once you get used to your new positive habit, select your next most negative habit from your list. Considering that habit, complete the worksheet to help you substitute another positive habit that supports your goal. So what this is telling us to do is telling you to go back through and do it again. Okay, once you knock that out, go back and do it again and knock another one out. So now we have our worksheet, and it says the many ways that hobbies add to your life. The many ways that hobbies add to your life. If you don't have a hobby, you can probably use one. If you don't have one, you probably need one. There's more to life than work and maintaining your home. A hobby is something just for you. It's to make you happy and not anyone else. It's a little slice of heaven that you can rely on to lift your spirits. Y'all, hold on. I'm gonna have to underline that. I got my highlighters in the car. So hobbies is a little slice from heaven that can help to lift your spirits. Think about your interests and decide to investigate them by actually engaging with them. Do it. It doesn't matter if you are interested in ballroom dancing, juggling, or stamp collecting. Just follow your interests and enjoy yourself. So it says to investigate and engage into your interests. Now, see how a hobby can boost your happiness and success with these bullet points. So, it's a great way to enjoy your life more. A hobby can be a fantastic way to add some enjoyment to your daily existence. Hobbies are things that you enjoy, that you can do in a way you enjoy. Your boss might tell you how to do your job, but no one can tell you how to do your hobbies. I need to write. I'm going to draw that emoji Wait. I'm gonna draw this emoji on the paper. Look. I drew it. I don't think can you see it? Right there. Okay, like I say, you can meet new people. There are hobbies you can do by yourself, and there are hobbies you can do with others. If your social life could use a boost, consider doing a hobby that includes other people. It can be a great way to find like-minded people and spend time with them. Your new best friend might be right around the corner. Okay, our best friend. Hey. So, now, one, it's a great way to improve your life. A hobby can be a fantastic way to add some enjoyment. Two, you can meet new people. Three, it provides a sense of accomplishment. When you do something that you enjoy on a regular basis, you become good at it. Some hobbies like bowling can even be competitive. You'll rise in the ranks over time and have another reason to feel good about yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can be an expert in your life without somebody having to physically or verbally tell you that you are an expert at what you're doing. Because even like I said, bowling, can't nobody else risk get in there like your risk is getting in there. It don't matter what it is. Can't nobody sit on this stump like I'm sitting on this stump. Okay, that's enough said about me. So one of the keys to happiness is to see improvement in your life or abilities. You'll improve at your hobbies, guaranteed. That's a good start to attracting more happiness in your life. Hold on, y'all. Get the highlighters. Ooh. So, thank you, God. So, number 4, you might be able to make some money with your hobby. Okay? Some hobbies can become enjoyable careers. What a change it could make to your life to be able to make money doing something that you enjoy doing. Put a lot of hearts around this. She talking to me and I'm talking to me too. And we both talking to me and I'm talking to me. And I was talking to me some more when I said, I'm gonna put some dollar signs. Yeah, I'll put some hearts and some dollar signs. Look, y'all. Some hobbies you can even make money from, right? So, number 5 says you can learn something new. Your hobby of choice might be to learn the piano or to study ancient China. You can learn a lot from the right hobby. Just pick something that interests you and dive right in. You don't have to think too much. You don't have to care or worry if you're doing it right, if you're doing a good job. Just a hobby is something that you just learn, and you learn every day and you do it. Even if you are an expert, you can always tweak it and make it better. So like we use bowling for the example. You don't always have to bowl by putting the pins in the order the way that they put it. Once you master that, you can start aligning and rearranging your own set of pins and just having fun with it. A hobby is no rules. You don't have to follow a set of a tradition for the way of doing things. And that goes into how you might be able to make it an enjoyable career. Because when you make your career, it's the way that you see fit for it. You envision it. You just put it together. You rearrange it. You do it. So it makes you more interesting when you tap into your hobbies. A person with hobbies that he truly enjoys or that they truly enjoy is an interesting person. This is true even if the hobby in question isn't that interesting. If you was a stamp collector and somebody found out you was a stamp collector, they say, really, you collect stamps? And now they have questions. So an interesting person is a person that people are curious about. An interesting person is a person that appears to be mysterious. And so, like I said, if you even just collected stamps or did anything, they want to tap into that. They want to know how you got into that. They want to know, so what makes this stamp collectible? So if you see any stamp, you need to get it. What makes this stamp more collectible than the other stamp? Like, now it can stir up the people's mind around you by you tapping into your hobby. And now you don't even realize that you got more, like, people just want to talk to you. They just want to get to know you because they feel like, if you do that, it must be something else that you do. And people are just become more attracted to that. And yeah, like, it's good to be attractive and not just in a physical appearance that people see what you look like. They attracted to you. No, you want to attract a like-minded energy. You want to attract a person who likes interesting things. You want to attract a person, because if a person likes interesting things, I mean, they like to learn. You don't want to attract people who so set in their ways they don't want to learn, because how that would do for you, that they would see that you are off, they would try to conform you to a standard that they have. They're not willing to learn new things that is coming to them. So just a little side note for us. So people that are passionate about something and spend time doing it are fascinating. Y'all, come on, with my highlighters. I'm gonna have to go back through, but that's why I'm marking everything that I see that I need, because when I come back through and I read it again, it's gonna be good the second time like it was good the first time. And I'm gonna lick my fingers. So a hobby can relieve stress. A hobby can take your mind off of your worries. It's easy to become lost in the hobby you love. This can be the perfect solution to a stressful day. A hobby gives you something to look forward to at the end of the day or at the end of the week. I love how it says that you can get lost in your hobbies, because you can get lost in your stress. So you have to find something outside of stress that you are actively building, because other than that, you're actively building in stress. You're actively building your stress and building more stress by being lost in your stress. So hobbies are a great way for dealing with boredom. Are you bored on a regular basis? A hobby can be your salvation. By definition, your hobby can't be boring to you. Fill your spare time with enjoyable activities. A hobby or two fits that bill. Hobbies are active activities that you are willing to do solely for the enjoyment of doing them. Do you currently have an activity like that in your life? Imagine how much more satisfying your life would be if you did. You work hard and do a lot for your family. Take some time for yourself by engaging in an enjoyable activity that interests you. Find a hobby and put a smile on your face. So this concludes day 4 of working in our arts of mental clarity, unlock your unique, live your superpower mental health workbook / the textbook. As you can see by now why I call this the textbook, because it's just really helping you to tap into some stuff that you don't think about. You sitting there living in stress and you got all this stuff going on all around you. You ain't trying to think about no hobby. You ain't trying to think about what it said. Let's go from the beginning. You ain't trying to think about my mind is filled with positive and nourishing thoughts. Nourishing, God, why I need to get the definition of nourishment. Now, if somebody can do me a favor, if somebody can get the definition of nourishing or to nourish and put that in the comments, I would greatly appreciate that. So other than that, if you don't fill your mind with positive and nourishing thoughts, so I'm gonna just go by what I think the definition of nourishing is. And actually let me just, before we go right there, me doing this right here is a hobby, but you see how it becomes more interesting like when you actually tap into it. So now words tend to stand out to me today that has always been there, but I've never actually tapped into it. So at a time or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9 or 10 in your life, while you're actively doing something, you're going to go deeper in that lane of thought, or deeper in that while you're doing it. And so that's why I'm saying, when you were sitting around, you stressed out about your mental health, you're going to go deeper into stress. It's going to be more stuff. You be complaining about stuff, and you keep looking, and there's more to nitpick and complain about. So my mind is filled with positive and nourishing thoughts. I believe that nourishing is to feed. It is to take care of. So, but as we are saying, in the matter of taking care of stress, you not just you taking care of stress like this, and you growing the stress up with you. Like, there's a lady walking by with her stroller. We just pushing our stress on down the street and on up and down the sidewalk, and then when the stress starts crying, you give it a bottle, you're feeding it. But to step away from that and to feed, in this case, what we're saying, our mind with positive and nourishing thoughts, to focus on the positive. We're feeding positive things in our life. So habits, creating the life you desire with habits that support you. Now we're feeding a life that we desire with habits that support us. Then the last page that we tapped into, the many ways that hobbies can add to your life. Now we're starting to feed hobbies. Hobbies are something that's connected to our heart. So by feeding hobbies, something that's connected to our heart, we're growing in love. We're growing in love with the things that we see, with the things that is around us. We're allowing that endorphins. We are allowing our endorphins to heighten. We are engaging in that stimulation. Y'all, what is it? Y'all understand what I'm saying? When you are in love and you have that hormone, that feeling that's going on, you are living through that by showing up for yourself every day, by simply engaging into your hobbies. So that was day 4 of working in our mental health journal. Let's give ourselves a round of applause, because we did that. We showed up today even when we didn't feel like it, when we was tired, we would rather did something else. We actually came and we showed up for ourselves. Okay, you gotta show up for yourself before you can show up for anybody else, because you can do all that you're doing for the people, but are you doing it with purified intentions? Did you give your chance to get purified? Did you give yourself a chance to purify from the rest of the stuff that's going on in the world? That's what we just did. So good job. So we're gonna drink some more water. We're gonna eat some more fruit. We're going to go for a walk around the park and just be in some good nature and move our body in ways that is not connected to stress, responsibility, and the fact that we have to show up in a certain manner. Give yourself that time to be, to just exist, to just breathe, okay? So I love y'all. Have a super fragilistic, expialidocious day today. Like I be saying, don't be out there playing with them folks, and don't be out there letting them folks play with you. And don't be playing with God, because God is not playing with you. And don't be playing with you, because you ain't playing about you. You get what I'm saying when I say it like that? Don't play with it, okay? Get in there and get in there for you. You hear me? Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, you in your head too deep, and you can't be me, cause you tripping on your own beat. Are some mental clarity. Get you in up, yeah. No, baby girl, I don't eat chicken, but if you got some salmon, let me get it. I don't search for Millie, I walk righteous, big got in my pocket. I saw my dreams, I like it. He called me and told me I'm a rocket. Hop on the jet when I land, see I got a plan that bad, that make you excited. And you were jealous when that showed that anything goes, and I know that you would never like me. Mental health trapping when I walk in the building, look quick, eating something expensive. Take out that shit, that killing your vision.